Golden Rules for Crafting Great Logos, Part 1. Hello and welcome back to another video here on the e-commerce know-how channel. Now, creating a logo is no easy feat. There are a number of things to think about. Should you change the direction of your brand? Will tweaking your logo make a big enough impact? What will make you logo design great? These questions might seem overwhelming, and sometimes it's difficult to know where to start when it comes to logo design. But don't worry, because in this video, we have a list of golden rules you need to follow while creating a logo. Stay tuned if you are already a logo designer or you're looking to make a career logo design. Lay the groundwork. One of the most interesting parts of being a designer is that you get to learn new things with each new project. Every client is different, and even in the same profession, people do their jobs in many different ways. To make it easier for consensus to be reached on your design idea, you need to ask your client the right questions from the outset. Why are you here? What do you do and how you do it? What makes you different? Who are you here for? What do you value the most? Those questions might seem quite straightforward, but they can be challenging to answer, and they'll lead to further questions about your client's businesses. What you discover in this phase of a project will help to determine the strongest possible design direction. Treasure your sketchpad. Using a sketchpad is a chance to rest our eyes from the glare of brightly lit pixels that tend to dominate our lives. But more importantly, recording different design ideas can be much quicker when there isn't a digital device between our hands and our brains. So if you wake in the night with an idea you don't want to lose, the pen paper by your bed is the ideal way to remember. Sketching also makes it easier to put shapes exactly where you want them. There'll always be time to digitize your marks later. See these sketching tips for further sketching advice. When you're describing design ideas to clients prior to digitizing a mark, it can be helpful to share a sketch or two, making it easier for them to visualize the outcome without distraction from typefaces and colors. Don't share too much, though, only the best ideas. Keep it appropriate. A mark must be relevant for the ideas and activities it represents. An elegant typeface will suit a high-end restaurant more than it will a children's nursery. A palette of fluorescent pink and yellow isn't going to help your message engage with male pensioners. Crafting a mark that bears some resemblance to a swastika, regardless of industry, isn't going to work. You know these things. They're obvious. But it goes a little deeper. The more appropriate your rationale behind a particular design, the easier it becomes to sell the idea to a client. And that can often be the most challenging part of a project. Designers don't just design. They sell, too. Simplicity. Simplicity aids recognition, especially when so many brands are competing for our attention. You want to give onlookers the opportunity to recall a mark after just a quick glance, and that's not possible with an overly detailed design. A trademark has to be focused in concept, have a single story, and in most cases, must be uncomplicated in form. This is because it needs to work at a variety of sizes and in a range of applications, from a website icon in a browser bar to signage on a building. Strive for difference. When your client's competitors are all using a particular typographic style, or the same kind of palette, or a symbol placed on the left of the brand name, do something different. It gives you the perfect opportunity to set your clients apart, rather than have them blend in. But so much similarity in the marketplace doesn't necessarily mean your job has become easier, because it takes a brave client to buck the trend. By showing imagination in your portfolio, you're on your way to attracting the kind of client you want. Don't be literal. A logo doesn't have to show what the company does, in fact. It's better if it doesn't, because the more abstract the mark, the more enduring it can become. Historically, you'd show your factory, or maybe a heraldic crest, if it was a family-run business, but symbols don't show what you do. Instead, they make it clear who you are. The meaning in the eyes of the public gets added afterwards, when associations can be formed between what the company does and the shape and color of its mark. Symbols aren't always essential. Often a bespoke word mark will do the job, especially when the company name is unique, such as Google, Mobile, or Pirely. But a version of a logo that works in small confines will always help. That might be as simple as lifting a letter from the name and using the same color, or it might incorporate a symbol that can be used as a secondary design element instead as a logo lockup where both pieces are shown alongside one another. Don't be tempted to overdo the design flair just because the focus is on the letters. Legibility is key with any wordmark, and your presentations should demonstrate how your designs work at all sizes, large and small. So, there you have it. We will do a second part of the video where we discuss even more golden rules for logo design. So stay tuned. For now, thanks for watching.